Well, good morning. We are on Pattaya Beach and it's another beautiful sunny day. When I first got here to Pattaya, it was not. It was very rainy and stormy, and so I'm loving these sunny days. What a nice turnaround. I don't worry about what the weather's gonna be when I arrive somewhere. I just deal with it. If it's cold, it's cold. If it's snowing, so be it. Okay? When it's stormy here in Pattaya, I don't care. I just deal with it and I just move on. I don't stress about the weather. I'm more focused on enjoying myself and every day just trying to live a good life and be in peace, be in harmony. And if that means that I get out and it's a rainy day, so what? I don't mind. I'm going to talk to you today about consistency. I want to talk about how being consistent on your efforts is more important than being perfect. That's right. And while we do that, we're also going to enjoy ourselves here in beautiful Pattaya. You better believe it. What a nice day it is today. It's gorgeous out. I'm going to take you out to get a bite to eat today. I'm going to show you around Pattaya, everything. We're going to really enjoy ourselves and we're going to have an upbeat conversation. In life, I don't want you to be perfect. I want you to be consistent. We're going to talk about that. Let's get going. Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go. There are 3 commitments that I made for this retirement. One, the first one we'll talk about, was to work out every day. Now, I'm not at the gym and I'm not paying for memberships. I'm constantly traveling. I'm constantly changing my country, changing my city within the country. So I don't buy any long-term memberships. I work out in my room. I do push-ups and sit-ups. I do arm workouts. When I go out and I enjoy the environment around me, wherever I'm at, I try to find pull-up bars to do pull-ups. It's not perfect. It's not as good as if you're in one place and you got a gym membership. That's gonna be fantastic. For me, getting my workouts in every day is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Just look at one aspect of it. Look at the pull-ups. If I do 10 pull-ups, that doesn't seem like a lot. Doesn't seem like a bunch of pull-ups. But doing 10 a day at the end of the year, we're talking about 3,000 pull-ups. And this is why I say to you that being consistent on what you get into and what you make a commitment in is more important than being perfect. Be consistent. It's Italian day and I'm consistently hungry. We're gonna go to this wonderful roadside stand. This is here in Pattaya. A well-known stand on a busy intersection, and this stand will have a wonderful plate of perfectly al dente and amazing pasta sauce. The gravy they make, they start making it the day before and then they simmer it overnight. It's incredible. And this comes up to about 140 baht. I think it's one of the absolute best plates of spaghetti you can get in the city. And I'll come here every time I come to Pattaya for my Italian day. I'm going to take you somewhere else too later on in the video, but yeah, this is the way I like it. Absolutely perfectly made. I went with the bolognese sauce, which was incredible. Meaty with some nice grated Parmesan on top. Oh yes. Italian day for me here in Pattaya is sort of like a carb cheat day, and we're going to talk about that in the video as well. Something else that I work hard on, and I'm not perfect in it, is with what I eat. I try to not eat carbohydrates. I have like a carb cheat day sometimes when I do Italian day. That'd be fun to do for this video, to do Italian day. That'd be great. But at the same time, I work on eating more protein and vegetables. And if the meal comes with rice or potatoes or something like that, I try not to eat much of it, maybe a bite or two. I reduce my carbohydrates, I increase my protein, I eat healthier, and that's important. By doing this consistently over time, I get a healthier body. I lose weight and I stay in shape. I'm not perfect at it, nor am I trying to be perfect at it. I'm trying to be consistent with how I eat. I want to have these like cheat days where I go have pizza. Man, it feels good. These are the good things in life, and that's important. I don't want you to give up the good things in life. I want you to be consistent in trying to live a healthier life. And in the end, that is more important than being perfect, right to the point. You know, there's an influencer that I know that mentioned once that on his birthday, he does not even eat birthday cake. And now, don't get me wrong, this influencer, he's at like, I don't know, 6% body fat, 5%. I mean, unbelievable shape, right? And that's great. Good for him. He can live his life how he wants to live it. I mean, being in that kind of shape where you're like at 5% body fat, baby, that's awesome. I will eat the slice of birthday cake. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be consistent in living a healthier life. Let's talk a minute about alcohol. I have really reduced my alcohol. The first year that I was retired, I did something that was, you know, the big fall for me was always bringing alcohol back to my hotel room. It's not a good idea. That's not a good place to be. You don't want to bring your alcohol back to your hotel room. If I'm with a friend and we're having a cocktail, that's where I'm at with alcohol. I don't want to bring alcohol back to my room and just sit there and drink. I'm not perfect. I don't remove all the alcohol from my life. That would probably be the best, to be honest with you. But I try to be consistent with not drinking alcohol. There's another influencer that I enjoy watching, and his name is Timothy Ward. One of the things that he's mentioned is that if you are a drinker and you try to stop drinking, you can expect to basically fall back on drinking a few times as you're working your way towards not drinking anymore. And it's such an important statement because I think a lot of times, especially with the internet and social media, we think in black and white. We think you're either succeeding or you're failing, and that's not life. There is a gray area, and it's called consistency. And I love that he mentioned that in his videos, and he mentions it all the time. Be consistent in what you're trying to aim for. You will reach it, and you will also be moving towards that point always. That's more important than trying to be perfect. Yeah, you know, every once in a while I enjoy a drink, especially if I'm making a video or if I'm with a friend sitting down. But overall, I have to tell you, I'm really not even that interested in alcohol anymore. I don't like the way it makes me feel that much. I don't like the way I feel the next day. And as I'm being more consistent on not drinking, I'm recognizing that more and more. And when I'm on Italian Day, I'm consistently hungry. I'm going to take you to one of my favorite places to go here. Now, New York Pizza not only makes a fantastic pizza here in Pattaya. Excellent, very well made. They're very serious about the way they make pizza. But I come here specifically for their meatball sub because it is outstanding. Multiple types of meat are mixed together. They got the chicken and the pork and the beef, and it makes the real Italian meatball. Look at all that mozzarella cheese. That's what I'm talking about. This is a good size meatball sub, so bring your hunger. And yeah, you know, if I'm going to do cheat day, I'm going to do it right. And I just try to consistently over the course of the year not eat like this. I try to make it on a certain day, and I try to get out there and walk and burn those calories. This beautiful hotel that I'm staying at, the LaVoie, not only has this incredible swimming pool, it has a lot of other facilities available. I'll show you the gym here in a moment. I'm not using it enough. It's costing me about $21 a day. That's incredible. I'm sure that's seasonal, but I'll definitely check this place out again. It was consistency, not perfection, that got me through life and got me to an early retirement. There's a nice fitness center here. It's got a little bit of everything. Look at this here. That's nice. Some free weights over here. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna have to come down and check this out. This is a good way to go every morning. I will tell you a story about being consistent can get you what you want. There's a 7-Eleven here in Pattaya that's on an intersection, and it is busy, very busy all the time. And there's a gentleman that sits outside that sits there in nothing but a pair of swim shorts. And he has a little plastic cup and he holds it up and he gets change from people as they come out the door. He just smiles, and people, whatever pocket change they get at the 7-Eleven, they put it in his cup. And I've done it many times too. A lot of times you don't want to carry these little 1 baht, 2 baht coins on you in your pocket. So you walk out and you just throw them in his cup. He's been sitting there for years. I have seen him for years. Daytime and nighttime, he sits there. When he gets enough coins in his cup, he gets up, walks inside, and he buys an ice cold beer. And then he goes back outside, sits down, and he drinks his beer. And sits there and, with a smile on his face, and he collects coins until he gets the amount to go back and get another beer. And I've never really thought of it before. I never really noticed it that much. I mean, I noticed that he's always been there for years now, but I never really sat and thought about it. And I realized here's someone who is consistent in his efforts, and he's getting exactly what he wants in life. He has no stress, he has no issues, he has no concern about time, he has no concern about money, no concern about job, no concern about anything. He's getting exactly what he wants in life. It reminded me of a line from Quentin Tarantino's movie, Jackie Brown.
You getting high already? It's just 2 o'clock.
It's that late?
You know, you smoke too much of that shit. That shit's gonna rob you of your ambition.
Not if your ambition is to get high and watch TV.
Yeah, isn't that true? If that's your ambition in life, and again, he's consistent at what he does, and he gets exactly what he wants in life, and perhaps that's the best measure of success. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We talked today about being consistent, not perfect. We also had a good time relaxing around Pattaya. Man, I'm loving this sunny day. Are you interested in this lifestyle that I live, traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack? Well, if you are, like and subscribe to the video and come with. You can support the channel by picking up a copy of my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. The link is in the description. Okay, we've got a lot more Pattaya to see, and we're gonna go around Thailand. I've got 60 days on arrival, so I'm gonna see more of Thailand as well. And I'm glad you're coming with. We'll talk again soon. Aloha. I was just roaming through the park trying to find my pull-up bars, and suddenly I was pulled up on by the mad dog of Thailand. He said, I ain't got no time for you. I ain't got no time for your foolishness.